Welcome back, you're watching Storyboard. Micromax has signed up actor Anil Kapoor to promote its range of consumer electronics. The brand has always shown a unique taste with its choice of ambassadors, the most noteworthy being Hugh Jackman. And now, as the mobile handset maker is looking forward to be perceived as a full-fledged consumer electronics company, Micromax has launched a new campaign for their range of air conditioners with their new brand ambassador. We get to see this new campaign, and we also catch up with Rajesh Agarwal, co-founder Micromax Informatics, Shubhajit Sen, Chief Marketing Officer Micromax Informatics, and actor Anil Kapoor as they divulge their plans for the brand. Let's take a look.
बेबी, मैं सोच रहा था अर्ली टू बेड अर्ली टू राइज. यार तुम पार्टी पे जाओ.
जब देखो यहीं पड़े रहते हो.
बेबी, कौन बाहर जाएगा?
The 5-star rated Micromax air conditioners with gold fin technology, power saving and wonderfully cooling.
इसे कहते हैं Micromax living.
Anil, thank you for talking to us. To begin with, tell us, why did you choose Micromax?
Well, I think it's a, it's a brand which is, innovative. It's Indian. It's growing. So, so that's one of the reasons I chose it. I think they chose me more than I chose them.
So why do you think they chose you?
Ask them.
I will ask them. From your perspective, why do you think they chose you?
I think somewhere, there is a certain kind of a connect of, because, how this country is a, massive country. It's diverse. It's got so many demographics. And somewhere they feel that I connect with everybody, And I connect with the families, which is important, and somewhere I feel connect with the youngsters also. Keeping all these things in mind, so because of the entire country being, there are different parts of our country, but I'm known because I've been working so many years and been reinventing myself, as people say, and been fortunate. This is my 4th decade in films,
right.
And so somewhere I connect with people for 4 decades, so something must be there. No?
So what do you like in the script that you said yes to it?
The script is really nice. It's very sweet, and of course there's a dog also in the script, which makes it more, and it's very family. It's husband and wife, and it talks about all these consumer things which get the families together, like if you have a good air conditioner, if you have a very cool room in your family room or in your bedroom, you want to sit with your family and watch television, or sit in the in an air conditioned nice room and spend some time, and sometimes your alone time and sometimes with the family. All these things, so that's what we have tried to capture with the script.
And finally, I want to ask you, when you're given an offer to work with a brand, what is the most important criterion for you to say yes or to say no? What is the most important criterion?
You see, it's like films only. When you come up with what you see in a film, you see who's making it, who are the who's directing is, who are the writers, the entire team, and has he proved himself in the past? And if he's proved himself in the past, if they've been consistent and been successful, so they must be doing something right.
Right.
And if it's non-controversial, then it becomes even easier, And I said, and that's the way we do it. So, and this brand has been growing rapidly in the last 5 years, and it's an Indian brand, and I think the past people also who were associated with the brand have been very successful and respected brand ambassadors who were connected with this brand. So that also makes it easier for me to connect with it and get associated with it.
Perfect. I hope this works well for Micromax and for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Rajesh, thank you for talking to us. So Micromax has moved from a mobile-only company to a mobile plus LED company, and now you've got Micromax Living. So tell me, what are the plans for Micromax from here?
See, we want to be an Indian electronics company. We want to be a complete Indian electronics company, starting from mobiles to the complete consumer electronics range as well. We are an Indian company, understand Indian consumer very well. We know the Indian requirements very well. So that is the reason we want to give an Indian experience. We want to give a user experience to the Indian consumer. Today, as far as the Indian consumer is concerned, they could be paying a very high value. But for a simple product, we want to give them a user experience, a value for money. So that's our vision.
Right. So if I look in say 2022, what will the Micromax company be?
You can see India a complete Indian electronics company, ranging from the mobile, telecom, to the IT, to the consumer electronics. So all the product basket from one company altogether.
Right. Okay, Shubha, this is very different from stuff that you've done before, in the sense commercials you've done for, campaigns you've done for, mobile phones. So now it's you've got Anil Kapoor, so obviously the big ticket investment by Micromax. So why Anil Kapoor? What are you trying to do with this story? What are you trying to do with this campaign?
I'll take a step back and say, at what stage of development we are with Micromax's consumer electronics journey, which is the immediate task is obviously first to introduce our range of air conditioners, right, which is this campaign. But this is a stepping stone to how do we become to be seen as a total consumer electronics company. So we are seeding a larger thought of Micromax Living, which is our vision of what homes will be when the full range is there, and that's what we are seeding with this particular script. Now, to rapidly build awareness, to rapidly build a degree of differentiation, we were looking around for a face, a celebrity, who kind of embodies the same sort of qualities and values that we bring to the table. And I think we very quickly narrowed down on Anil, and the script is fantastic. I think it's a simple script. It focuses on an insight that consumers love to interact with Micromax consumer electronics products, and it's hinged on an advertising idea of what kind of excuses you'll come up with to be with Micromax products. So that's a simplistic line.
Right. So what we're talking about today is just the television commercial. But where is the rest of the marketing? Where will we see the rest of the marketing?
You will see this is obviously a full 360 campaign. We start actually with a print campaign using Anil, but then very rapidly move on to TV and outdoors. We do believe that at this stage, as we try and also build a degree of engagement and embed the concept of Micromax Living, we will use digital, but more from a perspective of building engagement rather than just reach.
How important from a positioning perspective is it to say you make things in India?
I think Make in India, or the provenance of being an Indian brand, is very, very important. I do think that there are shades to it, which is not just an Indian brand, but with a global outlook, right, which is, I think, what Micromax actually balances out really well. It's a contemporary Indian brand as opposed to being rooted in maybe tradition, and that's because we are a technology brand.
Right.
So that has to have a degree of contemporaneous and future forward looking. So I think we hope to embody what the aspiration of a future India is, as opposed to certainly being what India perhaps was.
Rajesh, as an entrepreneur, everything that you do is forced to be measured. You have to measure your ROI, pound, shillings and pence. So what do you think this campaign will do for you, for your bottom line? What do you hope it will do?
See, we are in a business of making the people's life simpler and aspirational. Right. So this campaign will actually take us to the masses, to the people who understands Anil Kapoor very well, and for who they have seen Anil Kapoor all the while, right? For all these last 30 years, they have seen Anil Kapoor. So this will actually help us in building a brand for consumer electronics. The people who can understand the brand and the Anil Kapoor together. So that's the aspiration around the brand and the Anil Kapoor.
So Rajesh, what about your business returns? You obviously invested a lot of money in this campaign, in Anil Kapoor and so on. So what do you think it will do for your bottom line?
No, as far as our bottom line is concerned, it is a part of the business. It will come from the business. It will not come from the campaign only. Right? So probably for last 3 years, we are there in the consumer electronics segment. We launched the LED television in 2013, and we are doing very, very well. We are in the top 5 brands of the country. We are growing at a good rate. So the bottom line is a function of a top line and the volume that we does. And we as a company probably believes in Make in India. We believe in the Prime Minister initiative of Make in India. Whatever we are selling, we are producing in India, and we have our own technologies building Make in India. So that is where the bottom line will come from. Right. So this brand recognition with respect to Anil Kapoor and this campaign will help us take our brand to the masses. But as far as the bottom line is concerned, it is a function of Make in India, is a function of our R&D for our technology innovation and a lot of other things.
Right. So, Shubha, I'm going to ask you the last question. This campaign is a hard-working campaign as opposed to an award-winning campaign. And marketers are often tempted to, flip on the other side. So, why did you choose the hard-working campaign as opposed to a clever campaign?
I've been in this business too long. Awards should be an outcome of business results as opposed to what you should be planning for.
Right.
So I do feel that if this becomes successful from a business results perspective, establishes the AC range, gets our market share aspirations, people will talk enough about it to win any awards that we want. But I don't think that's the primary focus.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Our market share is our award.
So when you say that, what does that mean?
It means the revenue. Obviously, it means the revenue, it means the building the brand, it means the numbers, everything. So our market share in the business is our award.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. Thank you, Shubha.
Thank you.
It is time for us to take a short break. On the other side of this break, we pay tribute to Vinod Khanna, who passed away earlier this week.